Hey guys, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great day. Jay's out elk hunting right now, so I'm stepping in again. And today we're going to do a jalapeno and onion stuffed pork loin. So stick with me and we'll get this going. All right, before we get that stuffed pork loin going, I'm going to get the side dish ready. This is going to be some coleslaw. I've got the tri-colored cabbage, and I've got some chopped up jalapenos and onion. I've got a couple of slices, but I'm going to save that for the last. So I'm just going to put all that in there. Kind of mix that around in there a little bit. And then I'm going to add some of the Ken's Steakhouse sweet Vidalia onion dressing. You want to get a nice good amount on there so it soaks it all in. I had probably a third of that bottle. I'm going to put all of that in here. We've got everything mixed in there well, so this is about ready to set aside. I'm going to go ahead and put these slices on top, just a little garnish and a little extra bite if you want it. So I'm going to set this in the fridge while the rest of the food is making, and then by the time that all that's done, this will be perfect for serving. All right, the first thing we're going to do is get the onions cooking. We're going to have the skillet on medium-high, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And you want an oven-safe skillet. Now, in with that, I'm going to got 2 onions that I've sliced up, and these are just yellow onions. Thinly sliced. Throw that in there. Get that mixed with that butter. And now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of beef broth. Stir that around. And now we're just going to let these cook for 15 to 20 minutes. We want to make sure they're browned and tender. So these are done. They're nicely browned and they're nice and tender. So I'm going to take them out, put them in a bowl, cover them, and set it aside. I'm going to turn the flame off underneath the pan and move that aside. And then we'll get ready to stuff that pork loin. All right, we're going to cut this and get it ready for stuffing. I'm going to cut down where it's about a 1/2 inch from the bottom all the way down, and just start pulling it back so we can open this up. You don't want to go all the way through. You want it just where it opens up. Now we're going to do the same thing on this thicker side from the middle. Just go even with where you were cutting. And open another flap here. All right. Now I'm going to put some plastic wrap over this and we're going to flatten it out a little bit more. I'm going to take this just on this flat side and pound this out some, just to try to get it evened out a little bit more. Makes it easier for rolling. All right, this is ready to start stuffing. First, we're going to season it up. Cream cheese. Some salt, some pepper, and some McCormick's hamburger seasoning. Now that we've got that seasoned, we're going to put some bacon on it. And this has been cooked to where it's crisp. Now we do cream cheese on top of that. And this has been sitting out, so it's room temperature. And it doesn't have to go all the way to the edge, but, you know, as close as you can get. Okay, now we're going to add some triple cheddar shredded cheese on top of this. And then I've got 3 jalapenos chopped up. I don't know that I'm going to use all of these, but they're diced up. I'm going to put a nice layer of those in there. And then our onions. I'm going to use about half of these. And we're going to use the other half later. Okay, now we're going to top that with a little bit of mozzarella. All right, and now it's time to roll it back up. Uh-oh. That's where I had it too thin. It's all right. Patched it right back up. There we go. Now I'm going to tie that up with some cooking string. Make sure everything's kind of sealed in there. And get the smoker going. While that smoker's warming up, we're going to go ahead and braise this roast. I've got that skillet warming up, and I've added 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And it's nice and hot, so I'm going to put that in there. And we're going to want to braise it on all sides. This is nice and braised. Now we're going to put it on the pellet smoker. All right, the smoker's up to temp now, so I'm going to get this thermometer in there. I want to go about halfway, trying to make sure it's in a piece of meat in there. And then I'm going to get that on the smoker. We're going to go bottom rack. Well, I'm going to have to adjust this. It's too bad because I like that spot. Okay, that'll work too. Get that going. All right, we're going to let that cook till it's about 140, and then we're going to come back. All right, we're at 145 on the temp. So I'm going to pull this out. Ooh, isn't that looking pretty? Bring it up top. And now we're going to add the rest of those onions. Right on top. Kind of give that a nice thick layer right there. Just like that. And then we're going to sprinkle a few of the jalapenos. Just a few. And now, on top of that, we're going to do a nice layer of the mozzarella. We're going to let that melt. Probably, I wanted to get up to 160 temp-wise, and then we'll be back to take that off. All right, the cheese was sticking to the top, so I had to move it back down to the bottom shelf. Now that cheese is nice and melted. Woo. Almost scraped it off again. Nice. All right, gonna take this off. I'm gonna let it set and rest for probably 20 minutes. And while that's resting, Jay brought home some beautiful wild mushrooms. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on the grill out here so we can have those with dinner.
Hey, my friends. I'm back here. I haven't found anything today. It doesn't mean, it's the first day. And lots of rain and stuff. I've seen several deer. Look at this. A nice king bolete. Very happy with this. Then I have the other mushrooms I picked, the oyster mushrooms, and those are just so dandy. I can't wait to bring this home. So I didn't get an elk, but the forest gave me other things. And this is beautiful out here. It truly is. So I finally got a break in the rain, but I am soaking wet. 15 days to go in the season, so what the heck? Stick with us, man. Bigfoot barbecue, baby. Extreme close-up.
They're looking nice, so I'm going to get these off of here. And then we should be able to slice that roast up. This pork loin looks like it turned out perfect. I'm going to cut into it, see what that looks like. That looks really good. Looks really good. We also have one of the mushrooms that Jay picked today. Give that a try. And the coleslaw. So let's get a bite of this. Get a little bit of all of that. Here we go. That's really good. It's really good. It's got a nice smoky flavor. Everything inside is to that perfect doneness that it's still got a little bit of a crunch, but it's tender. It's delicious. Now we're going to try a bite of the king bolete mushroom. That's really good. I think that's one of the more milder mushrooms that we pick out in the wild. But they're delicious. They've got a really good texture. And then the jalapeno coleslaw. That's delicious. Got just enough of a kick, but not so much that you're reaching for your drink. It's really good. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends.
And Jay will be back next week.
Jay will be back next week. And eat how you like to eat, guys. See ya.